Rome was filled with skilled architects, engineers and surveyors who helped plan and build the structures we associate with the Roman Empire. The building of a road was planned and executed with the same care and effort that went into the Colosseums, arches and aqueducts. Back then, a surveyor had relatively simple instruments to work with. A sundial was used to determine direction. A gromer was a device made up of two perpendicular sticks with hanging plumb bobs on the top of a staff. It helped lay out straight and level routes. The actual construction usually began with the digging of ditches on both sides of the site to drain away excess water. It was the preparation of a foundation that set Roman highway building apart from anything attempted before. A trench was dug down to a layer of rock or clay. Then it was filled with layers of sand, small rocks, or even concrete. The climate and the type of soil would determine the sort of foundation to be laid. Finally, the paving and curbstones that had been cut and shaped by skilled stonemasons were fitted together with great precision. The roads were designed to be a little higher in the middle, so the rainwater would run off to the sides. The fact that this work was done with basic hammers, chisels, picks and spades makes it clear how much labor must have been used. The removal of excess dirt was done in basket loads. The wheelbarrow, already in use in China, wasn't yet part of European technology. The impressive end result of all this effort didn't go unappreciated. This is how the Greek author and philosopher Plutarch, in around 120 BC, described it.
The roads were carried straight across the countryside without deviation, were paved with hewn stones and bolstered underneath with masses of tight-packed sand. Hollows were filled in. Torrents or ravines that cut across the route were bridged. The sides kept parallel and on the same level. All in all, the work presented a vision of smoothness and beauty.
The bridges that were built across the rivers and ravines are further testimony of the engineering skill and far-sighted construction methods of the Romans. For example, with some of the larger bridges over water, they used a series of barges to create an initial foundation and platform before the main work began. Early on, the Senate was concerned about the reliability of some of the proposed bridges. In the case of the Ponte Fabricio, Senate withheld payment for 40 years to check its durability. The Senate's concerns turned out to have no basis. The Ponte Fabricio is still in use today, some 2,000 years after it first spanned the Tiber. Historians aren't sure exactly when the Romans decided to put a road across the Alps, but it was probably motivated by their campaigns against the Gauls. 3 roads had been built to the base of the Alps, and it was decided to cross at the St. Bernard Pass, 8,111 feet above sea level. As the weather was too cold for slaves, the soldiers did the work. Once completed, the snowfall was often so heavy during the winter that the pass was closed from November to April. At its highest point, a temple was built, along with a rest station that also housed men assigned to rescue travelers lost in the snow. Road building in the different territories of the expanding empire offered countless challenges to the construction crews, but nothing proved insurmountable. For example, in Spain, the land was mountainous with dramatic weather conditions, and it was infested with bandits. But Spain's richness in raw materials and precious metals made the effort worthwhile.